Hey guys, I am back with my second PSA return, and I am excited to show these off to you guys. However, I do got to start the video off with some bad news. Uh, PSA rejected my Joker cards that I sent for submission, and so I went through the card shop in the Cross to get all these cards graded. Um, and I paid $45 a card, plus you got your taxes. So I'm just gonna say $50 a card, and I didn't get my money back for these rejections. So I just ate $200, and my cards did not get graded, which I'm very sad about because I think these are pretty cool, man. Like, can you imagine how good these would have looked inside an acrylic case, especially if they were a 10? Especially this one, man. Like this one as a 10, I think would have been freaking sweet. So yeah, got the bad news out of the way there. Let's get to the grades. So I'm gonna work from the lowest grades down to the best grades. So if you want to see the 9s and 10s, just go ahead and skip a few minutes or whatever. But so yeah, starting things off is a PSA 6 Premium Gold Dark Magician Girl from 2014, first edition. Initially, I was upset with this grade until just this morning, where I did see a small little dent there in the card. Hopefully, it shows up for you guys, but it's right there, and so this goes to show I'm not perfect when it comes to finding small imperfections. I'm fairly new to this. I'm still learning, so this one was my bad. But still, it looks nice in the acrylic case. It's Dark Magician Girl. She's one of the most popular duel monsters in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! So, and a PSA 10 of this exact version of this card is going for $200. So I would, if I were to sell this, I would probably list it at, 70, $80. So even as a PSA 6. So this is a good example of collect the card, not the grade. Because sometimes cards are just so popular that, the grade doesn't really matter. So, yeah. That actually turned out to be okay. So next up, these next couple of cards here are a little confusing to me. I do have following the Dark Magician Girl, I have the Dark Magician from 2017 Dark Side of Dimensions movie pack, and I just don't understand why this got a 7. I'll try to pick this up, and like there's no whitening on this card at all. I'll do a quick scan for you guys here. On the corners look good. There's no whitening on the back at all on these edges. No scratches on the back, so the back looks really good. The centering looks pretty darn good. You could argue top to bottom maybe a little, but I mean, I think that looks pretty good. Like whatever they did find in this card, man, like it was something so small, and it knocked it all the way down to a 7. I mean, I don't know. I can't see anything all that bad, with these cards. And it's the same story with this next one. Guy the Fierce Knight from 2010 Legend of Blue Eyes reprint. So Legend of Blue Eyes is the base set, obviously, and this is a reprint of that. So a lot of you old school guys would recognize this one. Ultra rare. It's a cool card. So kind of the same story with this one. Here's a quick look at it if you guys want to see it. But I'm not mad at a 7. I'm just confused. I want to know what's wrong with these because I just don't see it. And if it is something like a small little scratch in the hollow or something that I can't see, like it knocked it all the way down to a 7. Like Jesus. So 7's not a bad grade. It is a near mint card. Says so right there. NM near mint. And then 8, I believe, is near mint to mint. and then 9 is a mint, and then 10 is obviously immaculate. So it's a near mint card. You know, it's not a bad grade. I'm just, you know, I'm just confused why they went that low. But moving on. I got another Dark Magician Girl here as a PSA 8. This was a gift from my brother for Christmas, like, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, 2009 Dark Magician Girl, near mint 8. It's a nice card. And then this one, it's again, it's a near mint card, so it is a nice grade, an 8. I had my hopes up for this one because Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, Premium Gold from 2014. Blackluster Soldier is just such a badass dude. He's such a cool card. So I wish this would have gotten a 10, man. That would have been so cool. But that's okay. So now I have some Batman tops here for you guys from the 1992 Batman Returns movie. So I'm going to kind of skim through them a little bit, just because there's quite a few of them. I don't know how much you guys care about these, really, but I'm going to show them off anyways. So I have a PSA 8. Another 1992 stating, like, another view. Like, I'm not a huge fan of these, how they labeled some of these. You know, another view of Batman's spectacular vehicle. It's like you got all this room here. You know, if you, I mean, maybe they don't decrease their font size. I don't know. I just felt like they could have made that fit, you know. But yeah, Batman beat the crap out of a bunch of guys. And then another PSA 8 here. And you got Catwoman about to whip the shit out of Batman there. She can whip me if she wants. But PSA 8. And then this one, oh man, that would have been so cool if this one got a 10, man. I really like this card. Really nice looking Batman card there. I kind of like the back of these cards, man. I think these are kind of neat. And then, all right, we're getting into the 9s here. So this is PSA 9, the Penguin running. He's running for the mayor in the movie. And this is the poster card that's all over Gotham. So this would have been really cool as a 10 too. That's okay. It's a cool card. PSA 9. Another PSA 9 here. And I think she's trying to, like, either scratch him or punch him. I can't remember. But Batman just, like, catches her arm or her hand, and he's just like, So yeah, it almost in this it almost looks like they're dancing. But yeah, PSA 9. Here's another 9. This is when Penguin finds out that his parents are dead. You know, feel bad for the guy, really. Is, you know, it's his upcoming is, you know, pretty crappy. Cool villain though. I wish they'd do a remake of this movie or something, man. Like, I think this movie deserves some sort of remake, you know. And then, all right, we're going back into Yu-Gi-Oh here, I believe. Oh, I got one more 9 here. I had them mixed up here. PSA 9, just as Batman, ... Just as Batman has his Batmobile. So yeah, he takes his umbrella and tries shooting him. You know, that's his signature weapon is his umbrella, which is pretty unique. Yeah, PSA 9. I really hate how they label those, man. That's drives me nuts. And then going back into Yu-Gi-Oh here. This is a nice card, man. This is 2004 promo Sage of Stone, PSA 9. It's a simple artwork, but I really like it, man. Shout out to everyone that I played with back in the day. 2004. Jesus, this card's going to be 20 years old next year. It's been sitting in a binder for a long time. So for this to get a PSA 9, I think the next one got a 9 too. So for this and the next one to get a 9 is pretty special. I will take that every day of the week. Nice card. The next one is a Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. 2003. Jesus, this card is 20 years old. Wow. It's amazing how time flies, isn't it? Mint 9. Mint 9. So this is actually a promo from a Game Boy game. So this, you bought the game, this card came with it. And for this to like, go through all of that, inside of that plastic little box, and then, whatever it went through with me and my buds, for this to get a 9 is pretty cool. Like these next couple are going in the personal collection for sure. So I'm very happy with the 9s on those two. And then is our first 10 here. This is a 2011 Ultimate Rare Legendary 6 Samurai Inishi. So see if I can get the Ultimate Rare foil to show up for you guys. Not a whole lot to say. John Hackman, if you're watching this, like you would appreciate this card, man. Remember 6 Sams and Duel Links? That they dominated for quite a while. So I do have raw copies of 6 Samurai Shien, but I don't think they're gradable, unfortunately. And this is the one that I thought looked pretty clean, and yeah, sure enough, I got the 10. So pretty happy about that. And then back into a couple more Batman's tops here. These, however, got the PSA 10. Adjustments were made at the Gotham. This is very beginning of the movie, right at the Christmas tree there that you see in the background. This is right before, I think it's Penguin's army or just a bunch of thugs. I don't know. They attack Gotham and they destroy the Christmas tree, blah, blah, blah. So this got the PSA 10. It's funny because like back in the early 90s, man, that was considered sexy. The crowd was like, woo! So just funny how times change, huh? That was sexy back in the day. But yeah, the card that I honestly probably cared about the least in the entire submission got a 10. Funny how that works, huh? And the last card, which I think is one of the coolest cards, if not the coolest card in the entire submission, got a 10, which I'm pretty happy about. And that is the Penguin himself, Gem Mint 10. And just look at that. Look at that artwork. You don't really have to be a huge fan of this movie to appreciate this card. I mean, this is cool. I've considered holding on to this, but I gotta make my money back from this tragedy here. So I might shoot for the stars on this one. I don't know. This is Pop 1. This is the only PSA 10 of this card in existence. So I might ask 150 to $200, somewhere around there. It's a nice card. Yeah, and it's the only one in existence. So obviously very happy about that. So all right, well, that is the submission. Yeah, I will see you guys next time.